Hi. At C3 Talent, we often get asked what's the best piece of advice we've got for candidates. So we're doing a series where we're compiling all our best hints and tips and putting them in a series like this. Rather than give you some tips, because we've got plenty from the team, I thought I'd just talk you through the two most common pieces of advice that I give to candidates. And if you've had an interview with me in the last 3 years, you can pretty much just scroll up or go and do something else because you've heard this advice before. Quite often, and this is my first piece of advice, but quite often people will come and talk to a recruiter like myself or anyone on the C3 team without even considering talking to the people that they're working with, namely their hiring manager or leader, to see if something could be changed where you're currently working at that just might give you a little bit more, reignite the enthusiasm and make you want to stay. So my best piece of advice is if you've got a good job and you like the people you work with, but there's just something, maybe you've been there for a long time, or maybe you want to be working on some slightly different pieces of work, just have a talk to your hiring leader about what are your options and talking through how you're feeling without saying, hey, listen, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to resign. That's a terrible piece of advice. Don't do that. But just talking through how you're feeling. And a great line is, what are my options? And I'm feeling this way. And have you been in that position before? And they might be able to work on giving you something that just might make you think, you know what, I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. Now, if that doesn't work or you don't have that as an option, and plenty of people don't, or they don't feel comfortable doing it, and you're at the point where you're thinking, I'm definitely going to get a new role. Okay. The worst thing that you can say to a recruiter or a hiring leader is, I'm pretty much open to anything. And we all know that that's not true. So when you get to the point of thinking you want to do something, just have a think about what are the 3 or 5 things that a new role might have that is better than what you've currently got. So I say to people quite often, well, what's your better? And what your better is could be very different to what mine is compared to the person sitting down the road. So have a really good think about it. It could be the location. It could be the work that you're doing. It could be the progression in the role. It could be the people you're working with. It could be salary. It could be anything. I don't know. It could be a great social club. But have a think about it and just put a little list together. And that will help when you do get potentially 2 offers that are paying the same money and the same distance from home with the same job title, and you can compare one from the other. But my second piece of advice, and I'll re-say it again, is if you're going to give something up, make sure it's better than what you've currently got. And if you can work out what your better is, then you know what you're looking for. Hope that helps. And if you've got any questions of the C3 Talent team, feel free to reach out to us at any time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.